We are now on to lesson 5 of the home learning flat pack project. What I would like you to do today is I would like you to create a specification of that relates to your flat pack furniture. All of the research you've done in prior lessons should really help you write the specification. Okay, so a specification is a specific list of requirements that the product has to meet. Okay, and what I'd like you to do is I would like you to create a Word document or a text box in your PowerPoint, I should say, and write yourself a specification. Now, down the left-hand side of this page are all the things that I would like you to consider when you're writing your specification. So we need to comment on the aesthetics of the product. So what you want the piece of flat pack furniture to look like. You may consider things like the shape, the color, the texture, the form, basically how you want the overall product to look. Okay, we're then going to move on to the cost. So you're going to have another bullet point for cost. You're going to talk about how much you would sell the product for. So how much would you expect to pay if the product was going to go into the shops. The next thing I'd like you to write a bullet point for is the customer. So who do you want your product to appeal to? Is there a particular age group or target market that your piece of flat pack furniture is designed towards? Environment will be the next bullet point. I want you to talk about what you've done or what you hope to do with a product, I should say, to make it more environmentally friendly. Have you made it out of recyclable materials? Can it be reused or repaired? Is it made from sustainable materials? Things like that. Then I want you to comment on the size, so how big the product should be. Maximum sizes, talk about that in millimeters. Then any safety issues, so we're down onto the second S there. Is it designed for children where they need to have no sharp edges, or is it got to be applicable for and have it a particular size so it's comfortable for people to use? The function of the product, so what the function of the overall product is. Is it to sit on? Is it to sit at? Those sort of things. And then last of all, I would like you to comment on the material. So what materials you want the product to be. Now, how do you find this information out? Hopefully, through all the research that you've just done with the mood boards, analysing the existing products, you will have a good idea about actually filling in this information already. Okay, so what I want you to do, open up your PowerPoint presentation. I want you to add in a text box like so, and the title will be specification, and you can make that bigger or you'll have and do what you want, put that in the center. I'm then going to have another text box and I'm going to start writing. So the first one, I'm going to A for aesthetics. Okay, so aesthetics, what you want the product to look like. Okay, we're then going to write cost. Customer, and so on. Okay, so what I want you to do is actually write in the criteria. So if I'm talking about the cost, so I would write in here the furniture must cost no more than 200 AED or whatever you think is appropriate. Okay, if you want to do really well, if you and actually gain some more marks, we could justify this. So basically writing the reasons why it can be no more than 200 dirhams. Okay, so because the other pieces of furniture I found were around this price, and also it will then be affordable for most people. So we've got some criteria that we can judge it against there, and we've also justified it. Okay, so what I would like is a bullet point for each of the things you can see here, and then some criteria. And if you really want to get some extra marks, justify your reasons for it as well. So a nice detailed and justified specification is the work that I would like you to create on page 5 of your PowerPoint presentation. Once you've completed your specification, please upload it as normal to your design and computing teacher on Teams.